Good morning, sir. You are Isaac Mitchell. And Mr. Gertz, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
He will, Judge.
Give me just a second. Mr. Mitchell, in cause number 25 DCCR 0587, the state has elected to proceed on the lesser included offense of a Class A misdemeanor assault family violence from April 17th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge? Speak up. Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading guilty because you did what they've charged you with?
Yes, sir.
I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Gertz?
Yes, sir.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, sir.
And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 2-year deferred probation. There would be a $500 fine, and you would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Is that your understanding?
Yes, sir.
In addition, there would be a dismissal in it looks like you have misdemeanor court as well as the felony in cause number, 25 DCCR 0588. Is that your understanding?
Yes, sir.
And are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, sir.
State tenders number 1.
Judge, we have no objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Mitchell is not competent?
None at all, Judge.
And the agreement is to get a pre-sentence report, correct?
That's correct, Judge.
I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case for sentencing so that the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. That'll give me more information about you and your case, and then we'll come back later for sentencing. And y'all had an agreement for something else?
Yes, Judge. So currently his bond conditions include a GPS device and no contact with the complainant. We have agreed that we will, I don't know if the word is waive or alter those bond conditions to remove those 2 conditions.
Okay, and you
Judge,
have,
I have no objection to that. If the record will please reflect that the complainant, Ms. Burleson, in this case, this is a young, newly married couple. First baby is on the way very shortly. She has written, sent certified mail, email, called, all about non-prosecution, and obviously no best, but I think my intention was to allow this probation so that in both of their best interests, maybe they can get that if they need it.
okay. So then, Mr. Mitchell, what I'll do is modify your bond conditions to remove the no contact with Hannah and to remove the GPS monitoring device. Obviously, this was a situation that got out of hand that cannot ever happen again. Right now you're still on bond. If you violate any other conditions, if anything else happens, you're going to be right back in jail. Obviously, when you're on the probation, same things get you on a different path, some treatment maybe, classes, things that will help you become a better husband and father as well, because obviously you don't want a child involved in any type of situation like this.
And I believe he has completed FIP. She has also
Oh,
completed
good.
the options class. The court would consider, especially during the pendency of the PSI, that they be ordered not to have any handguns or firearms of any nature in their home. I think that's what escalated this, what probably was supposed to be.
And I already advised him of that, Judge.
Okay, so if there are any, they need to be removed. You're not to be in possession of, and that doesn't mean just in possession on your person, in your house, car, anything else. You can't live with somebody else that has guns, just no guns, period. Do you understand? All right, then you need to talk to probation on your way out of the courtroom today. She's sitting at that desk right over there, and then we'll see you back at sentencing.
Yes,
All right, thank you.
We'll get the attachments to you today, Judge.
Okay,
Or
perfect.
yesterday.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
I finally got something resolved in here.
There you go. You've got a few coming up that are going to have to. You've got a few last finals coming up. I know.
I mean, on the other hand.
You're just frustratingly too efficient around here.
Good morning. Good morning. You're DeAndre Smith. And Mr. Smith was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to the second-degree felony offense of collision involving death. I received the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor, we have.
Are there any additions or corrections?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Yeah, Your Honor, we wanted to contest a couple things, in particular, the recommendation for ISF and also the curfew. Curfew just seems to be a bit burdensome. Doesn't really seem to.
We'll talk about the ISF, but we're not going to talk about the curfew at this point. Once you get started on probation, if everything goes well, and if there's any specific reason, job or otherwise, but everyone's going to be on a curfew on a felony probation. With regard to ISF, that was not part of the agreement,
It was not,
correct?
Your Honor.
What I would be inclined to do is order ISF, but hold that in abeyance. And then if there's any issues on probation, then that would already be ordered, and then he could go, it would be required at that point if probation felt like it. But if you're
It
okay
wasn't,
with it.
it wasn't a term that we discussed. It wasn't something I was pushing, Your Honor. So
Okay.
whatever the court feels appropriate.
Okay, so anything else?
Nothing further.
All right, Mr. Davis, then I'm going to find that you previously entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I am going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for a period of 3 years. You're ordered to pay the $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. One of those is that you enter and successfully complete the cognitive track of the ISF program. I am going to hold that in abeyance, and what that means is I'm not going to make you go today. You may never have to go if you do everything you're supposed to on your probation. But if you violate any condition of probation and probation feels like that would be appropriate in lieu of a revocation, it's already ordered. All they have to do is send it over and it gets taken care of. There'll be a warrant for your arrest and you'll go to ISF, which is a 90-day in custody treatment program. Do you understand? You have really no criminal history to speak of. This appears to be a very out of the character thing that happened. I have no doubt that you will be able to be successful in this probation. This is a great opportunity because you are not a convicted felon. And if you successfully complete the probation, at the end of it, the case is actually dismissed. You will never be a convicted felon. The other side of that, though, is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court, found guilty of the offense, so you would become a convicted felon and sent to prison for anywhere in the range of punishment, which is between 2 years and up to 20 years in prison. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows that this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. You just need to have a seat in the courtroom. Probation will call you up to her desk when she's ready to go over all of your paperwork. With regard to the curfew, if you have a job or something like that that is outside the curfew time, you can get permission from probation for that. Other than that, you're on felony probation, you're going to be on the curfew, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you, sir. Thank you. Y'all are free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.